Lamar, why on earth would you ever spend $62,000 on Ruby Rose?
Because I have so much money that it doesn't even matter. $62,000 to me is like $60 to you.
Oh, nah, Brody. Hold on. That's sexy red, my brother.
So Ruby Rose isn't the most I've spent money on OnlyFans. There's other girls, but I don't kiss and tell. Next question. Ruby Rose is my cheapest transaction this month. It's like holding up a CVS receipt.
I mean, can I get a free Bitcoin?
Text me your wallet.
I mean, can I get one too, bro? What the fuck?
No, bro, I'm not trying to fuck you.
I'm trying to fuck you, though.
Whoa! First, whoa! Hold on. Wait, sir. Sir, that's crazy.
Alright, so boom. Evidently the crypto whale, basement dweller, who spent that $62,000 on Ruby Rose OnlyFans, then spent that additional $30,000 in a text exchange without getting a response, then threatened to spend $400,000 in the form of 10 Bitcoin in very same text exchange, along with getting a face portrait tattoo on the back of his leg, had been interviewed to talk about his experience going viral, only to find out that we were all caught in a genjutsu. Now, initially, I was going to do a full video breakdown, but I did a live reaction to the podcast on Kick and on Twitch 3 days ago. So if you would like to watch it in its entirety, you can either watch it on there, but then the video will be taken down, if I'm not mistaken, after 7 days, because it doesn't stay up for an extended period of time. So you can watch it here live on YouTube at Chiseled Adonis Reacts. The link will be in the description and the top pin comment. But watch as this madness unfolds, as this man contradicts himself and exposes himself as nothing more than a...
That's right. You're a big fat phony.
Everyone just knows that you're the guy who spent 63 grand on Ruby Rose and got outed on Twitter, and then
Spent
you
another
got
30,000.
You got her face tattooed on your leg, and then sent all these crazy text messages. That's what her side of the story is.
And my side of the story is different than that.
What is it?
So I got hit up by an agency, and they needed someone to take a photo or a few photos.
How do they hit you up?
Hold
Who
on,
are you?
wait,
Like,
what
why
agency?
why are they hitting you up?
It was through a friend of a friend, I'm guessing, and the friend basically reached out because, I don't know, maybe just the way that I look, maybe my character, I don't know
Do they
exactly.
do they feel like that you might look like a guy who would spend 63 grand on pussy that you won't fuck?
I mean, they maybe thought that, you know?
Do you think
Maybe.
they were trying to make
Maybe.
you look a little
The
simpy?
fuck you mean?
Yeah,
that?
well,
Yes,
they
yes,
definitely
you do.
did, right?
But how come you, specifically? Was
'Cause
it
of how we
because
look.
you're in a certain circle with them, or is it like...
Yeah, he hangs out with porn stars.
Are you the
Yeah, I
chosen one?
hang out with everyone. I mean, everyone knows me, so it's like, it just came up out of nowhere, honestly.
Right,
Like,
and
it
when
was
they
like,
were
This motherfucker said came up out of nowhere, maybe because I look like somebody who'd spend that kind of money. Yes, you do. Fuck you mean? Maybe I look like... They ain't no maybe. It's a guarantee. You kidding me? What you mean maybe for? Maybe? Son think he Goldberg when he came back to WWE after about 12 years away. Fuck you talk about maybe. Have you ever looked yourself up in the doggone dictionary? I promise you, your face pops up as creep. Ain't no way. Are you serious? This man he looked like a villain in Scooby-Doo. You look like the motherfucker when they take the mask on, the mask off at the end of Scooby-Doo. He'd be like, I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids. You look like the motherfucker who underneath the mask. Who are you fooling? What you mean, maybe? Fuck you mean, maybe? What is he talking about? What is he? Of course they sell. If they reached out to you because they knew you had money and you're an easy mark, you fit the description, sir.
it wasn't expected to like go viral, right?
the agency just needed some pictures of, you know, like someone to take a photo with Ruby, and I was like, okay, I could definitely do that.
And is it like through email, or is it text messages? How does it go?
Text call. I think it was a call, and then there might be some text, but honestly, it was mostly calling.
Did you know what this was being used in which way? Like, you know how there's like musicians make music or people participating in movies don't even know what the storyline is. Were you just told, I'm going to take a photo of Ruby Rose and that's it, and I got paid, and you didn't know that they're going to paint a certain narrative with that photo?
So I knew, like, with the picture that there was something to do with like maybe promotion or something like that that makes it to like, I didn't know exactly what the storyline was.
Right, so you didn't know what they were going to say about you until you saw it like everybody else did.
I just knew once I seen the posts, spent $62,000, $63,000, and then I wasn't seeing every other post like that was going out there. Like, I didn't know I was some Bitcoin billionaire.
Somebody lies.
So like the fact that someone would spend $63,000, is genius on their part because it creates such an absurd moment that everyone has to comment, and he just happened to be the butt of the joke in that sense, right? It's something's out of whack. That's what every marketing scheme needs, is something absurd. It's what we do, right? And he just happened to be the fall guy of that.
Isn't it crazy how the internet is all smoke and mirrors? You
It's
know?
all fake.
Did they pay you for your tattoo?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted a certain amount, but they asked me like, what do you feel comfortable with, or what should we pay you? And I was just thinking 15 to 20 at first.
Grand
Yeah.
for the tattoo.
Yeah. And I was like,
Why would you
well,
go
I mean,
that
because
big?
I mean, technically, I knew what was gonna happen probably after I get the tattoo. Like, I kind of sense that with the first post went viral, this is probably gonna be more viral. But I thought it was just a tattoo as well. I didn't know there was like a message thread to it as well. So I was like,
Yeah, what's the message thread? Did you read these
Okay, hold on.
messages?
I can tell you.
Hold on. So this is just masterclass orchestration.
Somebody's lying. It's two completely different stories.
Because these text messages they did for you
Like
are
the beginning sounds
aggressive.
good, and then like I could just feel like all the anxiety and shit. I stayed up for like a couple days, honestly. Like I was like
You couldn't
making
sleep
sure,
from
like,
it?
well, yeah, I had to make sure like no one was. I don't know. I was like focused on it, and then they just told me focus on like Instagram. You know, like don't look at Twitter; it gets too crazy on there.
Yeah, Twitter does get crazy,
But when I
like,
noticed on Instagram, everything that I was getting was nothing like bad about what was going on. It was all crypto shit. So I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
I'm trying to pull up these text messages. His phone's just.
So you were staying up at night because you were worried of how you were being perceived, or you're staying up at night because
Well, yeah,
you weren't used to the
I
fame?
felt like. I mean, I've dealt with people that have. I mean, I exposed someone before back down the road. I can't talk about it, but yeah, basically, like people come after you after that. So it's like, I didn't know exactly where I was going with this, and I was like,
What do you mean by come after? Meaning like you thought that somebody might not like
yeah,
it?
I mean, like there's a lot of people. I mean, everyone gets hate comments. Like it's like
Right.
back and forth, you know. And I know how to deal with it. But I was having friends call me and saying, "Hey, we worry about you. Like, what's going on?" And I'm like, "I'm good."
Right.
And I didn't know what. I mean, they didn't tell me to like not say anything. They, you know,
Bro, you got caught up in a genius marketing scheme. That's really it.
yeah. And
Here's what doesn't make sense. We're going to stop right there, right? Because he said you got caught up in a genius marketing scheme. Let's hit rewind. Because look at his expression. Moreover, his bewilderment at what since transpired. You're supposed to be this crypto billionaire. You agreed to a contract to take a photo with X amount of person. You actually paid said amount of money to go and subscribe, allegedly, right? You were supposed to be paid between 15 to 20, what you had initially expected to go take this tattoo onto your body, right? You had no knowledge of what the fallout or whatever everything was being done for. And then now people were telling you, yeah, just stay off of Twitter, you know, be on Instagram, whatever the case may be. And you had no idea of what was actually happening. Somebody lied. Somebody lied.
Somebody lies.
Ain't no way you get a phone call from an agency. They tell you, yeah, so we want you to go take this photo with this person. I think it would be pretty good for your brand. What was the positive for him? 15, 20 grand? If the positive was to make 15, 20 grand just to take a photo or whatever, why would you spend 62? That don't make sense. So you willfully took a $40,000 loss? It don't make sense.
Somebody lies.
It's just wild that they didn't tell him, like, didn't give him a contract, or they didn't tell him, like, yo, by the way, you're going to come to the
Because
Mondrian.
they don't
They didn't give a contract. Okay, we're going to let it roll.
Val, you're forgetting that some of the best marketing schemes happen on the fly. And when you're executing one marketing scheme a day, you don't think about the need for NDAs. You're like, yo, take a photo, let's see if this go viral. And then all of a sudden it's on TMZ and you go, shit, that worked, right? And then
So
tomorrow.
the picture, so the tattoo came after they took
yeah,
the
the
picture,
tattoo,
right?
yeah, tattoo came a couple days later.
And then
Like,
that's when they blessed them with more cash to stay in the pocket, right? They kind of kept it like, yo, we'll give you enough. Lamar will take whatever.
Like, are you down to take a? Are you down to do the tattoo, basically, right? That's
Yeah,
why.
I mean,
Why would they not fake that? That's the crazy part is they made you get tattooed, which I'm glad you got the money.
I
sure.
kind of mentioned it in the very beginning, like, because I knew there was gonna be a story to this. Like, we could build it up or something, right? and I was like, I'll get her name tattooed on me or something. No, I ended up getting a portrait after that.
So we
Yeah,
never
but
got
why do it? Why couldn't they just Photoshop that? Like, it's not even necessary to do that,
because he's walking around the street and he has to be real, right?
bro. My man, it's Ruby Rose. It's not Margot Robbie exchanging in DMs with him, right? Like,
Bro,
this is
why they acting like he didn't play a role in this? Bro, what? Hold on, time out. Hit the music. We about to sit over here and act like this dude's some super victim by himself? Talking about why didn't they fake the tattoo? Like this motherfucker is not actually the individual whose body's being tattooed? We just gonna sit over here and act like that's not what the reality of the situation is? My man, you willfully had somebody tattoo you. You acting shocked. Talking about, yeah, they said we'd get tattooed a couple of days later. Sir, they put the tattoo on your body. You agreed to this. They offered you more money. They told you, all right, we're going to put a tattoo on. You mean to tell me you thought it was just going to be a name? You said out of your own mouth, oh, nah, they actually said it was going to be a portrait. You could have just said no. You willfully said, yo, keep tattooing me. Let's keep up the doggone charade. You couldn't stop? The photo wasn't enough for you? The fuck wrong with him? Part of the game is this. They over here talking like the man is not in front of them, willfully agreeing to partake in this info. Like, mind you, it's one thing if you got caught up in some sort of super scheme or something. The moment they say put some ink on your body and it's going to be a whole fucking portrait, you're concerned about your image. Why would you continue and move forward with it?
Is the man retarded, developmentally disabled?
You just said you were willing to have her name tattooed on you. So that says your tattoos on your body really don't got no meaning like that. But that's neither here nor there. Furthermore, they then say, nah, we gonna need a portrait. And you want some, I could do it for some more cash. Are you dumb? And they over here making it seem as if this dude was taken advantage of. Maybe on the front end with the photo, that I understand. And then the fake of the text messages. But you said the text message fakes were after the tattoo. Or let's just say if it was before the tattoo. You didn't know what the fuck was going on? You knew there was going to be fallout. That's why they told you ahead of time to prepare to possibly private your social medias. I don't think we listening to the same thing, bro. Maybe let's get back into it. Cut the music.
Somebody lies.
I know that one of your jobs is watching porn stars' cats and stuff like that. Is that something you do?
I mean, well, there's a cat, but
I thought you watched Gina's Cats.
So one of this man's occupations is being babysitters. He's being a babysitter for somebody's animal. That's the work he does with these porn stars. I work with some of them, i.e. watch their animals.
You're broke. You're fucking poor.
Do you feel the need to clear your name? Like, all right, guys, like this was all
He's doing it right now.
right. But I'm saying in general, do you have that drive where you're like, all right, like joke's over.
Yeah,
Let me tell you guys the truth.
yeah, I mean, jokes out, yeah, because it's affecting, I don't know, it just affects my mindset. Driving, I don't do that shit. I just like overthink. And I never had problems like that. So I think that's what was good too, because they kind of like didn't tell me what I needed to do, technically, but at the same time, I was like, I did say, what do I do? And then I just started trolling. So I was like talking shit. I was like,
Answering back, right?
yeah, but I was doing like good thinking.
Do you have 60,000 cash liquid right now to just drop on OnlyFans? Look at that.
Yeah, look,
It looked like he said no. Wait, hold on. We got to acknowledge that because that's the $1 million question right there.
Do you have 60,000 cash liquid right now to just drop on OnlyFans?
Look at the head shake. Look at the head shake. Look at the head shake again.
Cash liquid right now to just drop on OnlyFans?
You're a phony. A big fat phony. This man is broke. He don't got no money, bruh. Maybe not so much broke. Well, it depends on what your definition of broke would be. Because although you don't have 60,000 liquid to go ahead and drop, if he mess around and have 40 liquid, that doesn't make him broke. All right, that makes him, he's in much better space than somebody else. That just means he don't got 60. But this a dude who don't got $60,000 to drop. It's all a lie. This was all a fucking lie. We all got caught in the doggone genjutsu.
Get me, release. You not catching me in this genjutsu.
This man is a pussy sitter. How much are they paying him to watch they pussies? And when I say pussies, I ain't talking about they pussies. I'm talking about the cats. How much are they paying this man to watch their cats when they go out and they get they cats licked? How much are they paying him to watch they cats when they go out and get they cats smashed? How much are they paying him to watch their pussies while they getting they pussies pounded? That's what we need to know. What's this man's yearly salary? Because clearly he don't got it.
They played us like a damn fiddle!
Yeah, the first week, like when we did, or however long it's been, once we did the first post, it waited like 2 or 3 days. And then I was like, okay, so what's going to happen next? Because I don't know. They were like, they kind of made it seem like you're going to go viral. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what happens after that? So
Well, after that, though, like,
then I got a tattoo. Yeah. So then I had to do the tattoo technically. I felt like to make it keep going.
You gave him that proposition, or they approached you with it?
Well, I mean, I told them that I'd get a tattoo if I had to make the story keep going. I was like, we could take any photos that we need to, like anything that's like.
Oh wow! So you
Hold on. But
so you proposed that to them?
Yeah, I said. I mean, I told them that I love money or whatever. So like, I was like, if we figure it out, we can figure it out. And then finding out that she's made probably so much money off this, it's like kind of not worth the time. I mean,
Yeah.
this dude ain't no fucking victim. This dude ain't no fucking victim. He volunteered to get the tattoo. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is right there. There it is right there. This dude ain't no fucking victim. That just contradicted everything that he said from the beginning. That just contradicted everything that he said from the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there. Because remember what he stated earlier where they told him he would have to get the tattoo? Where he said he'd be willing to get the name tattooed, but they told him to put on a portrait. Now he just said out of his own mouth, he suggested he could get the tattoo to keep the story going. Ladies and gentlemen, what I say earlier, somebody lying. Let's hear him again.
like I was like, if I had to make the story keep going, I was like, we could take any photos that we need to, like anything that's like.
Oh wow! So you proposed that to them?
Yeah, I said. I mean, I told them that I love money or whatever. So like, I was like, if we figure it out, we can figure it out. And then finding out that she's made probably so much money off this, it's like kind of not worth the time. I mean,
Yeah, because now you're starting to do the math in your head, and you're like, all right, this doesn't match what I made.
yeah, I mean,
But you see, she probably would have just. You probably wouldn't even made $1, to be honest with you, if you didn't propose the tattoo. You know why? Because to them, the text message and the picture was good enough already. So the fact that they threw that tattoo into the mix.
Have this dog right now.
Yeah, we got George in the
Georgie's
studio.
in the studio. Georgie, relax.
Yeah, good boy.
Let me tell you something right now. First and foremost, they got a dog in the studio. What he needs to do is start doing his job. I know he primarily likes to watch cats, but maybe you might want to consider watching dogs. You love money. Here's an opportunity to get another fucking job. Look after the animal in the fucking studio, because evidently that's the only thing you good at, sir. This man is not only a liar, he's a straight up fucking clown, bruh. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise, bruh. You cannot tell me otherwise. This man literally said in the beginning of this interview that they had approached him, a phone call from an agency talking about take a photo with Ruby Rose. They're going to propose all of these different things. He then stated that he was told to go and get the tattoo. He said he would just do the name on the body. Then after they had came back and circled back and said they would do a portrait. And then after the fact, the release of the text messages that he knew nothing about that has nothing to do with him. Now, circle back some 30 minutes later. Here he is now stating, oh, well, I actually told him, what can we do to keep the story going? This man got completely, not taken advantage of. This dude willfully participated in this entire fucking situation. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. Now, that makes me wonder what other ideas he might have had, because here he is. Nobody ain't put no tell him, oh, did you tell them to get the tattoo? He literally just said it out of his own mouth. He's the one who said, yeah, I'll get the tattoo. There's no story here. There's no story here. He just fucked up the fake-ass bag that he could have actually built on top of this entire fictitious story. This entire expose, there's no reason to sit down with this man no more. Whatever kind of dirty money he could have made in exposing, or maybe even, keeping this fucking farce moving forward, he just fucked himself, bruh. It's like, and this how you know the mans is not intelligent. You literally have said 7 different things within this entire fucking sit-down interview in a 30-minute span. I ain't take no fucking notes. I just listened. This dude's Can't say it. I'm gonna get blocked.
Fucking retard.
You gave him that proposition, or they approached you with it?
Well, I mean, I told them that I'd get a tattoo if I had to make the story keep going. I was like, we could take any photos that we need to, like anything that's like.
Oh wow. So you proposed that to them?
Yeah, I said. I mean, I told them that I love money or whatever. So, like, I was like, if we figure it out, we can figure it out.
Listen to what that is right there. So make sure you keep that fresh in your brain. Black Hat said, oh, so you proposed that to them, that you'll do the tattoo. He said, yeah, I told them I love money. That specifies and vindicates, verifies that it was his idea to do the tattoo. There is nothing that can be said regarding the tattoo that makes him a victim. Because he said, I'll get a tattoo. I love money. If they told him, we'll give you $7,000 if you tattoo her name, but we'll give you $20,000 if you tattoo her face. Because he said, I love money, he willfully was willing to do it. This man's not a victim.
That's right. You're a big fat phony.
Let me tell you something right now. We have been caught in genjutsus on social medias before. We've seen big fat phonies before. We've seen liars before, fabricated stories before, but something like this so egregious to where you try to make it seem as if you were some sort of victim is incredible to me. Because this balding, fat, discount, overweight, morbidly obese, elephantine, Mr. Clean, without any of the finances, let alone the goddamn physique, stepped out here talking about I was taken advantage of by Ruby Rose's team when a marketing agency called me up and then told me they wanted me to take a photo with Ruby Rose, and then they wanted me to spend $62,000 so it could show that I paid for all this money in 1 month. And although I don't actually have that kind of money, let alone able to pay it, furthermore, I didn't pay anything. They would just make it appear to be paid on their side. So it has some sort of Canva Photoshop on our end. Then furthermore, after that, we're going to go and I'm going to suggest to go and get a tattoo on my body. Although I don't want to negotiate for money, but maybe let me hit up one of my corn star friends. Well, how much should I ask them to pay me in order to get a tattoo of Ruby Rose on the back of my goddamn leg? How about $15,000 to $20,000? That sounds like a good idea. And then after, they're going to have this text exchange of endless amounts of messages that make me seem as if I'm a stalker who wants to be her little sissy slut, who's going to take, dildos and various different sort of plastic things up my poop chute just because I really love to see Ruby Rose happy as she makes hundreds of thousands of dollars of subscriptions on her OnlyFans, and I sit over here getting absolutely nothing, but I'm a victim, sir. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? This man is absolutely pathetic, bruh. You're absolutely pathetic. You claim you got taken advantage of, but you willfully went forward in this marketing scheme. Then furthermore, rather than lean into it to where you could have actually made a little bit of money, when you sit over here and you claim as if you don't really care what nobody has to say, your dumb ass goes on a tell-all expose about the intricacies of how you just got fucking played. Ruby Rose probably came up on $500,000, possibly, in just people signing up to see what was worth $62,000 just to find out none of that money actually messed around and happened. Just to go over and possibly stream her own music, increase on the goddamn, impressions on Twitter and all different social media platforms, and your dumb ass over here sitting here with money that you probably never even goddamn received. They probably handed you a check that bounced. You don't seem to be the sharpest tool in the goddamn toolbox. This man's an idiot. Where's Chris Bassard when I call him once again to say, is this man somebody needs to find you on a short bus, bruh. You are a special kind of stupid. You could find people in the Special Olympics who have more coherency than you, sir. Get me the midget with 2 legs and only 6 toes with the javelin in hand. I promise you they'll score higher on the SAT than you. Well, what does that have to do with their intelligence? That's not what the conversation is about. This man is stupid, bruh. This man might be one of the dumbest individuals on the planet. I walk around with Snapchat glasses, despite the fact that I can record. People look at me like I'm weird. Now it's kind of hard to me to navigate through my day-to-day. I've got my friends who just so happen to be corn stars sending me messages saying, why would you spend that kind of money on them and not spend that kind of money on me? I'm kind of struggling to let them know that it's actually not real. But should I even disclose that? Should I keep it to myself? Well, I put away my actual Instagram accounts. I opened up some new ones and actually hopped on Twitter for the first time so I could go around and troll. My name is I Love Ruby Rose 1989. Sir, are you dumb? You got schemed and wouldn't know how to scheme if your goddamn scammer textbook hit you in the goddamn head, bruh. You're an idiot. And then the goddamn co-host of the goddamn podcast with the white hat, this man's an idiot. You gotta be a special kind of stupid. Talking about, well, you know, nobody's actually gonna be really concerned if something were to happen to Ruby Rose. It's not like she's Margot Robbie. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Kind of dumbass statement is that? What is this podcast? They need to start revoking microphones from people. Now, granted, it's free speech. It's an open platform, so I think everybody should be able to make content, but that does not mean that you're above critique, bruh. I don't ever want to see this man on a couch again. Not the man in the white hat. You can still have your pod. People just don't got to go over there and support it. But mans who got interviewed, I don't want to see this man across social media no more. I don't want to see him on social media no more. I'm going to make one video encapsulating all of what we just watched here today, and then we're going to move forward from there because this dude's an absolute clown, and the people he associate with must be motherfucking clowns. Sir, you are a pussy watcher. You are a pussy sitter. You watch cats for a living. That's what you do. I'm off to go get fucked, Lamar. Watch my kitties. That's you. You clean up cat poop. You put in catnip. That's what you do for a living. That's what your tax returns say. Oh, let's go. Let's take in on Lamar's 2023 taxes. How much did you earn this year? I got $12,000. Oh, really? You got $12,000. What's your occupation? Well, I'm a pussy sitter, sir. Oh, really? You're a pussy sitter. Well, interesting. I had no clue. How many awards have you gotten? Have you gotten an AVN award? No. Not that kind of pussy. I watch actual cats. Really? That's what you do for a living, sir? Imagine living your entire life, going through adolescence, becoming an adult, and here you are, a grown-ass man. What do you do for a living? I watch porn stars' cats. That's what you do, sir. That's your lasting legacy on this earth. If you don't get your dumb ass the hell up out of here, I bet your goddamn navel stinks. I bet every crease of your body smells like sewage. I hope nothing but unfortunate circumstances to transpire in the next week for you, sir. Because you've got to be kidding me. We were all duped, hoodwinked, bamboozled, flabbergasted, absolutely led astray over the course of the past week, bruh. Here we thought we had an actual deranged individual dropping all kinds of bread like that just in an effort to possibly go and stalk a young harlot, only to find out it was all a ruse, and this man's a real-life loser. Like, it's one thing if you're a loser and you rich. You a loser and you broke, allegedly. Because granted, you don't got $60,000 liquid. A lot of people don't mess around and have that kind of money. That doesn't mean that you don't have $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50 liquid. You are not a loser in that case, so I cannot mess around and say that you are broke, but we can definitely verify that you are indeed a loser. There's a lot of motherfuckers who happen to be losers, who have a little bit of money. I don't know what your actual financial situation just so happen to be. All we know is you don't have $60,000 cash, on hand right now. But we know for a fact what your goddamn job application, occupation based on what you talked about on this podcast is. You are indeed a pussy sitter, sir. You watch cats. That's what you do for a living. I need somebody to drive past all of the damn centers where they sever, trans men's or trans women's scrotums, and I need to have them pelted at this man expeditiously. Just keep throwing that at him until you can't throw at him no more. Leave the testicles up in there. Put a rubber band up on top and throw it at him like it's a goddamn sack of chocolate, bro. This man needs to be dealt with. And everybody involved needs to be dealt with. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for falling for this goddamn genjutsu. Myself as well. Release. We're no longer in this genjutsu, bro. This man's a clown. You talk about absolute marketing where it only benefited Ruby Rose. That's what it looked like. We were all had, if you will, bruh. But for this man, individually, you can't sit over here and say that you are indeed a victim, because you are not. You partook in every step of what's since transpired. And I hope moving forward in your near future existence on the internet that you have nothing but terrible times ahead of you. Because you over here thought you was going to mess around and have a come up off of this. You got to be a special kind of dumbass, bruh. You gotta be a special kind of dumbass, bruh. Ain't no way you expect me to feel bad about you, bruh. You're an idiot. If I was this man's friend, I wouldn't want to be associated with him. I'd have been somewhere inside the crib. If I ever took a photo with this man, I'd have been over there like... They got footage of this man in the studio with Juice WRLD. I'm pretty sure Juice WRLD rolling over in his grave, having his name be brought up once more in the ethos of the internet being associated with this man. I'm pretty sure he in the grave kicking up dirt like... Gotta be kidding me, man. This shit's ridiculous. For shame. Somebody go find this Brandon Lamar, whatever his name just so happens to be, and take him straight into Stone Cold Steve Austin's ring so he can hit him with a Stone Cold Stunner, bruh. This man need to be dealt with. Take him straight to
Suplex City, bitch!
Suplex City. The fuck wrong with him, man? Son is a freaking idiot. So to Lamar, Brandon, whatever your name just so happened to be, on behalf of everybody in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual D, Chiseled, Adonis, and everybody else would like to say to you, put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum. Fuck wrong with him.
Good night! Suck my dick! Bye-bye!
Are you somebody who always wanted to start a YouTube channel, or you already started one but not too sure how to grow it? I just dropped my very first ebook, Commit to the Commitment of Consistency, How to Build and Create a Profitable YouTube Channel, where I give you the exact framework that I used over the course of the past 8 years to build my YouTube channel from 0 to 720,000+ subscribers. So click the link in my description, go to chiseledadonishop.com and grab your ebook so you can learn how to create your profitable YouTube channel today. You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.